Something watched us tonight. I always thought the blackout was just an excuse for our town to play games in the dark, but this year, something was watching us, something that didn't care about our little traditions. The power cut out at exactly 9 p.m., like always, and everyone cheered as the street lamps blinked away. I was at the old train station with my friends, swapping ghost stories and waiting for the mayor's signal to turn our lanterns back on. That's when I noticed them, faces, dozens of them, pressed against the glass of the ticket booth, their eyes too wide, mouths slack and twitching in anticipation. I laughed at first, thinking it was a prank, until one of the faces slid along the glass, leaving a smear that glowed faintly blue in the dark. We tried to convince ourselves it was just the older kids messing around, but none of us recognized those faces. They weren't masks, either, the way their skin rippled and flickered, it was like TV static trapped in flesh. My friend Jess dared me to get closer, to prove it was all fake, so I crept up to the window with my phone flashlight ready. The faces turned in unison, focusing on me with an intensity that made my chest tighten. I reached out to tap the glass, but something cold tapped back, on the inside. The temperature dropped so fast my breath misted, and I heard whispers leaking through the cracks in the window, syllables that made no sense but made my bones ache. Suddenly, the mayor's countdown echoed through the station, and panic seized me. The faces began to pull away from the glass, stretching impossibly long, as if they were being sucked back into the darkness behind them. I screamed for my friends to run, but the moment the lights flickered on, the faces vanished, leaving only greasy smears and a bone-deep sense of wrongness in their wake. Everyone was laughing again, oblivious, and someone joked that I'd gotten too into the spirit of things. Only Jess looked shaken, clutching my arm so tight her nails drew blood. Later that night, I scrolled through my phone, desperate to prove to myself that I'd imagined it. But in my camera roll, the last video I had recorded was just static, except for the final frame, a single face, no longer pressed against glass, but staring at me from the empty seat next to my own. The blackout was supposed to be harmless, a bit of fun. But now I know what waits for us in the darkness, counting down the seconds until the lights return, and next year, I don't think they'll be content to just watch.